What's going on, YouTubers? My name's Kurt, and this is Curtis Walsh Outdoors. Today I'm going to show you my Bonafide XTR 130, the way I got it set up. I don't have the most expensive setup, but I do have some pretty decent things on it. I got a Motor Guide XI3, I got my homemade NK 180 in the back. When I mean homemade, it's homemade. But I just wanted to give you a walkthrough of my Bonafide XTR 130 and show you that you don't have to have all the bells and whistles in order to have a nice, easy to use, budget friendly kayak. Stay tuned and watch for the rest of the video. So to start off, I'm going to start off with the front side. On the front side here, I got the Motor Guide XI3. I bought this used off Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid 650 bucks for it. It's the XI3 45 foot-pound thrust trolling motor, and if you ask me, that's all you really need. This is just my get around the docks while I stand up here on the front walking deck. Got a wireless remote control to it, which makes it super simple to use. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt and hassle to, you know, use the remote control, but in all reality, it's still able to get up here and walk around and fish from the front. Having this upper deck space right here, it just helps out a lot when you're trying to look for fish on beds, or if you're just trying to find fish in general. It's just, you got an extra added elevation that just gives you I don't know, a different perspective when you're looking at it, almost similar to a bass boat in a way. But yeah, so basically I just got an XI3 on the front. I got the Bonafide mount here on the very front. I bought that from Bonafide. Also, I got my 100 amp hour battery in the front hatch here, and then I got a 50 amp hour for the live scope in the front, and then I got a Bradilla control box, which is for my homemade trolling motor in the back, my imitation NK 180. One day I will have one of them. And then I just got my black box in the front right here for the live scope. I'm gonna pick up this camera here and walk you around and let you see everything that's going on here. This is the front walking deck, and over here is the New Canoe foot steering, the New Canoe ESP foot steering. I went with this one here for the back because I did not want to have to drill holes out right here and put like you know, a dual foot steering, like I guess you would call the Wizard setups. All I did was I took this brace right here, flipped it over, and drilled the holes in and mounted it to that and just bolted it back up. It normally would look like this one right here, but like I said, I took it off, flipped it over, drilled the holes in it, and mounted it right there. It's really simple. You push forward, you push back. It's one cable. You push forward, you push back, and that's how you steer the rear mounted trolling motor. I basically use that trolling motor to get from point A to point B. I love that system because, like I say, you didn't have to do all the extra drilling holes and all that type of thing. It's just a really easy, simple, clean setup, and I like a clean setup. I don't want to have all that extra stuff laying around. Up in the front here, you basically just got the front hatch. I got, you know, rubber worms right here, and I keep all my minnows here, and that right there is spinner baits, buzz baits. USB port right here for basically for my fan, and then I got it for this camera, my GoPro that's in the front. Got a Yak Attack power right here, and this right here is where I sometimes put my extra battery right here. I'll take this out and I put an extra battery for that motor in the back. Some tournaments allow them, some tournaments don't, so I use that. I got a mini fan up there for around the neck. I know everybody's seen one of those before, and basically I just run my GoPro right into there, right through that hole right there, and I use double-sided tape right here. Double-sided tape to tape it down all the way around there, and it seals off pretty good. And then my GoPro just stays mounted up there on a regular basis. Over here on this side, I have the my Fishing Specialties pole and the mount. I made some little brackets here, and I use Velcro strap to strap it on there. I got my up and down from my power pole, my micro power pole right here. Let's see, back here in the back here is the here's what you call the New Canoe bracket right here. Basically what I did was I took a Newport NV 55-pound thrust trolling motor, and then I cut the head of it off, used the two main wires from it, and ran me a wire, used me a trolling motor, using me a trolling motor socket to put right here, and it just clips right in. And then this part right here is the new canoe bracket. It basically bolts apart, comes apart right here at all these bolts. This thing widens out and it'll let you get the shaft in there, and then the shaft basically bolts tight to your this bracket bolts tight to your shaft right there. When you want to disconnect it, you pull this pin right here and that whole thing comes right up and off there, and you can just take it away. This right here is the steering cable on the back side. As you see, when you push the forward back there, it just goes in and out like that. Very similar to a boat cable, because that's pretty much what it is. Goes back and forth. It's a pretty nice setup, and like I say, all I think I did was this part right here is the new canoe stuff right here, and then this right here is just a regular old trolling motor mounting bracket that I got off of Amazon. I basically took 3 bolts and bolted it through that bracket right there, and then mounted this bracket to that right there. It's just clean, easy, simple setup. One cable, I think it has a 7-foot cable to go from there to the front over there. It's a really easy, nice setup. The micro anchor right here, I made my own little block out of the starboard in order to use the micro anchor. Got my Yak Power navigational lights right here. They got the side stagers on the side, which I use for my paddle. A couple of rods that I want to use when I'm fishing that day. This right here is the controller that goes to my motor. This is basically that Bridea, I believe it's called, the control box. It's basically a PWM, and this is the controller for it. Very similar to what you see with the NK180s and that thing, but you know, a little bit off brand. But I paid 125 bucks for this and the box and everything, and it works pretty decent. It ain't the best in the world, but like I say, I just use that motor right there to go to and fro. So when I'm ready to go across the lake, I use that right there, and then when I get where I'm going, that's when I use the XI3. With the, let's see, over here, I have, what I did with the live scope was, I just recently got it, so I'm not very good with it. And so basically what I did is I left the cord like it was. I had it running through the entire thing, but I went ahead and bought a through hole kit, like so, and I think you can see it right there, the through hole kit, and I ran it from there all the way up to the black box, which is in the front up there. I just like that idea, because if I want to just undo this and just not take it with me, sometimes I can just not take it with me. I'd usually, you know, bring it with me, mount it on the side, put the cord in there, and if I use it, cool. If I don't, I just leave it at home. You know, certain times of the year you just don't need it. I got the Walmart special Realtree pliers right here mounted to the side. Really, really easy, simple, inexpensive setup. Normally I have my fishing net sitting up here. Yak Attack Black Pack 16x16, everything that you would need back there. You guys know how that is, remote controls, that type of stuff. This right here is a porta potty. You just never know when you're going to need a porta potty. When you go out fishing in certain areas, you know, you might be in the middle of nothing but houses, and it may not be a bathroom for a long way away, so you keep the emergency porta potty. Came with bags and some sort of powder to put in it to harden everything up, I guess. I wouldn't know, but I do have it all, but just in case in emergencies. So let's see, like I say, you got the trolling motor connector back here. I ran that through. This is the Garmin GT54 transducer. Some people were running it through the hole. I did not want to drill holes in the back of this thing, so I just ran my wire up, ran it into the back, and then I just ran it into the back of the thing here, along with my cable for my micro power pole. I feel like as long as I'm not running the trolling motor, I don't get no interference. And like I say, sometimes I don't even start up that trolling motor. I don't even bring it with me. On the back side here, I did buy the Bonafide flex wings. These right here, not a big fan of. $30, they did not do what they want. The biggest problem with the Bonafide is that it starts to sway a little bit with the bow mounted trolling motor on the front. The thing tends to, the butt end starts to walk on, is what it does. When I have this trolling motor on though, it does not walk as much. But so what I did was I took and bought a fin off of Amazon from a video I saw online, and I glued it to the bottom of this, and this fin right here with these two screws actually slides it right out, and you can put it on and off, and it's on there. I used Loctite plastic bonding glue, sanded it down on both sides and glued it up there, and I just took it out today for the first time, and I'm gonna tell you, it made a world of difference. This rear end does not sway around when the wind is coming or boats are coming. It does keep it straight now. These things here did not do what they were supposed to do, but this thing right here, it does what it's supposed to do. So let's see, that's the new canoe setup, and the like I said, that's a Newport NV 55-pound thrust trolling motor. I believe that's about everything. Got everything covered here. Like I said, this is the Bonafide XTR 130. I'll show you what I got in the front, but in all reality, I'm not very proud of the front right now. I am going to get a little bit better with it and actually clean everything up. I basically got the big battery for that. That's for the live scope, and this is the box, and this is this Bridea DC motor governor is what they call it, I guess. That's for that. And then up front I keep, you know, the essentials, you know, tools right here, and toilet paper and that type of stuff that's in there. Just some extra stuff in there, nothing too crazy. I just wanted to have a nice clean setup, so there wasn't a whole lot of stuff on it. Got the numbers and stuff on the side. The wireless trolling motors, those are they are the best. It's nice to be able to stand up on that front deck and just be able to go down through a bank and just fish the crap out of it. But that is a video on my Bonafide XTR 130. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll answer them as quick as I can. But here's the walkthrough of my Bonafide XTR 130. Thanks for watching.